Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to Best Practices Unveiled. I am your host, Annette, and this is a judgment-free zone. This space was created just for you, for open, honest, and thought-provoking conversations. Here, our guests speak freely, our stories run deep, and together we uncover the practices that help shape our lives and strengthen communities. This is where transformation begins. So lean in, tap in, and get ready to evolve because the next level starts right here.
That's a good one. Hey, hey, hey. You don't have Annette today, but I promise she will be back really, really soon. We are at the National Family Childcare Association's conference here in beautiful Chicago, and we have been meeting with family childcare providers over the last 3 days to hear their voices, elevate their stories, hear their challenges and successes. And we're going to talk today about what it really takes to open up your home and build a business, and be a place where families trust you with their children's lives. So today we have another incredible family childcare provider who is doing exactly that. So welcome to the show. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your name, where you're from, and a little bit about your family childcare program.
Okay, well, I started off my childcare business looking for childcare for my own children. I was well off into my career.
Yeah,
Okay.
I understand.
So, but I had a real challenge looking for daycare for my children. Then, at the time, my son, he was 9 months old, and my daughter, 7. And now they are
Here, McCormick. So I was just in Chicago not too long ago.
37. My daughter's 37, and then my daughter's 37, and my son is going to be 31 this year. So that's how it evolved. I was well into my career, into it. And this is Shamir Hawkins, better known as Nemo Amira Hawkins. And he used to be a daycare baby.
I know it. Yes.
So
Okay.
in a few more years, I'm going to retire, and he is going to be the head person
I love
in charge.
it. I love it.
Mhm.
Very good. Tell us a little bit about yourself, sir.
Hi, my name is Shamir, also known as Nemo Amari Hawkins. I work at Miss Yvette Edwards, also known as Miss Candy's Daycare Program. I'm the activity director.
47.
I've been doing this for only 5 years, but I feel like this is a great career path for me. I used to go to her daycare, as she just expressed to you. And even when I went to the daycare, it always felt like a home and not somewhere where I had to be somebody I wasn't.
Yeah.
And that's the type of environment I try to encourage.
Oh, I love it. I love it. That's amazing. You know, it's so interesting that I feel like early childhood educators, we are so connected, and so many of us have the same stories, no matter what type of building that you're working in.
Mhm.
So I, like you, came into the field. I was also very well into my career and had no expectations of to become an educator.
Mhm.
But I went to look for childcare centers for my baby, and I was like, I'm not leaving my child with people I didn't know. I just couldn't get over that hump.
Mhm.
So I quit my job and I went to work in the childcare. But I only worked there for a short time before I got promoted because, again, I was about that business life. And I was just like, this ain't it. I got to be,
Mhm.
So a few years later, I ended up buying and opening my own center. So I have multiple centers, but I think we all come into this in some type of way connection to our families or children. There are some that are very lucky who wake up one day and go, from the minute they come out the womb, I want to be a teacher. But not all of us come in that way. Right? Sometimes it's necessity, right? Or just our own yearning for our own kids. And I think what happens is when people like you and I join the field, we understand that dynamic for families so much that we really we take care of their babies like they're our babies because we understand how hard it is to leave your children.
Yeah. And daycare providers, the school closed. We have a family home daycare.
Yeah.
And with you saying that we know the children,
Yeah.
we spend more wake up hours
Yeah.
with the child
Absolutely.
than their own parents
Uh-huh.
do.
Yeah.
So we really know who they are and
Mhm.
why they are
Mhm.
doing whatever they
Mhm.
do.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's your favorite part of owning a family childcare business?
To be honest, it takes me 30 seconds to get to work.
Okay. Girl. Save money on the gas commute.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's funny.
Mhm.
What's one challenge you're facing right now that you think more people should understand about family childcare?
Well, one is parents don't seem to realize that we really know their child. And when we explain something to a parent, they don't seem to respect it, or they don't, because we're not a physician, we are not.
They get defensive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very defensive.
Yes.
So, and it's we're trying to. What can we do to help you with this situation? Yeah,
Yes.
to
I'm
help
gonna
you
help
with
you
this
help
whole
the child.
situation. So,
Yeah.
right,
Right.
yeah.
Again, it's the connection. If I'm helping, as providers, we're helping. It takes a community to raise anything, especially a child.
Mhm.
So if we're
Yes.
all a part of the same community raising this child, we should be able to communicate with each other about if something is wrong or right.
Mhm.
If your child is doing great at something, the same way you're accepting of me telling you that,
Mm.
be the same way if something is going
Your
wrong.
child's struggling, yeah.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
just a perspective though, because I don't have kids yet.
Yeah.
You feel me? So maybe there is a certain connection that I'll just be missing
Yeah.
from an outsider looking in.
So what I want to say is I feel like that challenge is not necessarily unique to family childcare. I think because they respect you because they picked you, right?
Mhm.
I think what it is we're the first people telling them there might be something wrong.
Mm.
See, you got to remember because they're early, they're young, right? When we have them, they're young. Once they get to kindergarten, first grade, second grade, they've heard it a couple times. They're a little more accepting.
Mm.
I think it's because when it's always, oh, they're just two. They're just being a boy. They're just tired. They're just teething.
Yes.
There's always some
Yeah.
because as a parent, sometimes it's hard because you love your child. You don't want anything to be wrong with your child. So it takes a minute for the parent to process like there might be something wrong.
Yeah.
And sometimes they might even think, maybe is the child that way because I'm not enough. I'm not doing enough.
And that scares me
Yeah.
because I don't. That's one thing I don't agree with.
Yeah.
If I'm watching you be a great parent,
Hmm.
I'm not telling you these things to
I know.
trigger you or hurt you.
I know. But they take it personal at
Yeah,
first, right?
personal.
It's their child's personal, right?
Yeah.
It's their baby. But I do want to let you know that I feel like I've been doing this for 27 years. That is something that I also encounter
Mhm.
as a center. Oh no, it's a lot of it is no, just a boy, just this, just that. There's always some kind of excuse. And I get very excited when you have a parent who might almost even come to you and say, hey, I noticed this. And I can't, let's talk about it, or should I be doing something about it? So I love when parents are engaged and again, see you as a partner in raising their child. Cause like you said, we're 9 hours, 10 hours a day with their child. And so we have a lot of insight as well. And then of course, being professionals, many of us have done child development. Most parents don't take child development classes. They don't know milestones. They don't, for the most part, they don't.
They're walking. They're
Yeah.
There's progressions.
Yes.
Before they ever start walking.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Can you guys share a moment when you thought, this is exactly why I do this work?
If you don't have, I got
w- Well, when I thought that I was going to be moving to New York City, by this time, one of my first group of daycare babies, because they are my babies,
Mm-hmm.
and they're
I
always
know.
going to be my babies.
Yes, ma'am.
Uh, it was maybe 10 years in, and the child at the time, there was a child, and she came back and, hi, Miss Candy, how you doing? How are you? How are you? You know, she changed. I'm like, who's it? So, and she was a teacher in the Bronx, and she was getting ready to be a principal at the school in the Bronx. So I was like, wow. And then when a parent will come to us, and I have watched the parents, so it's the second generation
Yes, yeah.
that has come.
Mm-hmm.
So we said, yeah, this is, yeah. I wasn't supposed to be an investment banker. I was
Yeah,
supposed to
yes,
do
yeah,
this right
yes,
here,
yeah, for sure.
Mhm. Mhm.
You gotta speak up for me, Alan.
One,
I want to hear you.
one moment that really stands out for me is uh, one of our daycare kids who shall not be named.
Mhm.
Uh, he's very consistent with wanting to be around me. And when I first started the job, I didn't, mind you, I don't have kids. So in my mind, I'm like, yeah, you might love me, but you don't know me in real life. And he was like, what's this, man? I do love it.
Oh,
You know who I'm talking about.
I don't know.
Nah. Yeah,
You can tell me later.
if I did his voice, you would know.
Oh.
He was like, Mr. Shamir, I do love you. And that let me know, like, nah, I'm not even doing this for me anymore. This is not even for me anymore. Like, it's different when a child that you're helping raise is like, nah, I know I be in trouble, but I still love being here.
Yeah,
I don't want to be in trouble. I
yeah,
want to be able to do things.
yeah,
I love you, Mr.
of
Shamir.
course,
That
yeah,
let me know, like, yeah.
yeah,
I need a job where people, meaning myself and the people I'm working with, can
hmm
see that it's all love.
yeah,
Even if you get in trouble, even if you gotta take a break,
of course, yeah,
you gotta, you feel me, diffuse. It's still all love.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So advocacy is so important, right? And a lot of the theme in this conference has been about advocating. Why do you think it's so important for family childcare providers to advocate for themselves and for the profession?
Well, right now, I just got to say it, there's not very much dollars. There's not very much funding for daycare anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That's depleting. So if we don't do so, nobody else
Yeah.
will, because it still legislation somehow they they don't get it, because if if I don't go to work, then the economy doesn't go. But while I'm at work, who's going to watch my kids? Because I
Mm-hmm.
can't, if Mr. Shamir doesn't watch my kids, I can't go to work.
Yeah.
So even with private industry and with on the political scene, it's important for advocacy. So that's my stand.
Yeah.
That's my stand.
What do you think?
I just feel like the daycare community is not heard about. We're respected because they had no choice but to respect. We're watching their kids, but when it comes to what's being said or expressed, it's not taken to heart.
Yeah. I feel like this is why advocacy is so important, because we need to be at the tables talking.
Mhm.
Because if you've never done it, it would be like bringing me to a car salesman
Mhm.
convention. I don't understand that world.
Mhm.
They don't understand that world.
Yeah.
And we have to be there to help them understand that world. Because if not, they don't know. They don't understand. Yes, of course, right? So we have to educate them because they're not in our field. So that's why it's so important that we get out there, we use our voices and explain to them. This is why funding is important. Not only does it create better lives for children and families, but these are also women owned many times, women-owned small businesses. So we stimulate the economy, and we also pay in employees, and we're paying taxes, and we're buying 8 times more snack than we need for our own home, right?
Yes.
And paying insurance for, so we're not stimulating the economy in more than one way. So I think that they need to really understand that too.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Thank you. What's one idea or strategy that you're really excited to implement back at your center when you get home? You just spent a lot of days here.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
the very first class, I should say, that I went to, I found out really great information about the HR1, and let me see, there's the acronym CTD something something something. I have my note,
Okay.
and the federal government just implemented for the year of 2026, if small businesses or large businesses, if they support or part of the business funding, if they were to help pay for daycare for their employees, a portion of that will be tax deductible
Yeah.
for that business. So
Like other benefits, right?
right,
Just,
a benefit,
it's
just
a,
like you have health insurance,
Yes. Yeah.
you can have a daycare benefit, because school closes at 3:00
Yeah.
for that group of providers, or that group of folks that work after that 3:00 or 5:00, which
Yeah.
some people, there's not a regular 9 to 5 anymore.
Yeah.
So that section, especially restaurant providers, there's nurses, firefighters, the essential workers, they need care afterwards, after hours.
Yeah.
And if employers invest into their employees for daycare, a benefit just like health insurance, then a portion
Yep.
of that,
To be written.
the portion that they pay for daycare,
Yeah.
that's tax deductible. It's a write-off for them, and then the parent can pay for the rest. So I've learned a lot about that.
Yeah. That's a great great win-win for everybody.
Win-win.
Yeah. So what gives you hope for the future of family childcare?
Um,
Honestly, conventions like this, happenings like this, and I was not aware that they happen so often.
Yeah.
But
Conference every week, honey.
exactly. And that, to me, that's another way to maintain and grow the community.
Yes.
Like people feel alone.
Yeah.
I bumped into a couple providers, and they live in what do they call it? Dry states, where it's like
To the
there's
deserts.
barely-
Yeah.
deserts. There we go. Where there's barely any daycares around here, and with that, it's either they have a lot of business, but nobody to delegate to, or they barely have any business because it's just so dry out there.
Yeah.
And coming to something like this, there's probably 10 other families.
Yeah.
Or even I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But yeah, there's probably other programs that go through the same thing.
Yeah.
And they only three blocks down the street.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it just doesn't feel like it.
Yeah.
So I feel like that'll help.
Yeah, I think connecting with each other is very important. Learning from each other, sharing ideas, right? Because one person might have a great idea that could be the thing that saves your business, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel about, and I don't know how this looks in New York, state-funded pre-K? Do you guys have access to it? I know. I don't, because every state is different. So some folks have the mixed model, some folks don't have it. Like, what does it look like in New York?
Well, I know in Onondaga County, where we're from, pre-K, universal pre-K is housed in the city school district. So there's not like the family daycare provider can be a part of the universal pre-K. So that takes away
From your
from the early childhood learning pool.
Yeah.
Family childcare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So our podcast is all about raising the voices of early childhood educators. If you could leave our listeners with one message about family childcare, what would you want the world to know?
Well, I'm gonna say it on this note. Pre-K that we just talked about, they close 3 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
We remain open
Mm-hmm.
from 3 to 11, sometimes 24 hours. Many daycare providers are open. So, and the not knocking it, I'm not knocking it, but sometimes pre-K that there's no tenure there. It rapidly changes. So then a child cannot
Not the same continuity
yeah,
of care.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, this one will do this one this way. And then so here
Yeah.
comes somebody else, that just
Yeah.
got used to that. So but
Yeah.
we're here, we're there, and we're not going anywhere.
Yeah. And again, too, I think not only just the hours, like we're open year round, right? School's closed. Some of the thing I think is really interesting is a lot of states are doing half day. So you're going to take a child out of the program, whether it's center based or family based, out of where they know everybody, where there's consistency year round for them, to move them into a program for 3.5 hours a day. And then ship them wherever for 3 hours of free childcare or free education. Because we all know we do more than childcare. 3 hours of free education that they're already getting. Why are we even moving these children around?
With you saying that, sometimes we have 7 hats all at one time.
Not sometimes, every time. Every time, girl, every time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And when when you had said that, we don't close, we're open, and that nurturing may not have it at pre-K, universal pre-K.
It's just
And then
different.
here,
Just different.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And here's the thing. When you said they're coming out of this program and going to the next program, one thing that I would like for parents and everyone to know, just because it's not in a school building, because
Yeah, it's not the building.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
It's
just
not
a
a building. That's a building.
Yeah, and some people, parents,
Uh-huh.
anyone, everyone, they think, okay, it's going to be a better program because it's in a
School building.
school building. But that I've seen many different things,
Yeah.
and so have you, because we're involved with the school district.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a couple things here. I think that there are good educators in every setting, right? There are passionate educators in every setting. So we established it's the educator that makes the difference, not the building.
That is correct.
And I think it is a little bit, just as a human being, easier for you to nurture when you have 8 or 10 children. A kindergarten teacher or pre-K teacher, it's 26 children, 20 children. You cannot, right? Not, you could be the best educator in the world, but there's no way you can nurture 20 children in the same way you can nurture 5 or 6, right? It's, you just don't have that. So again, no disrespect to any of our educators listening, no matter what type of setting you're in, we all need to be equally respected, but there are certain dynamic, certain capabilities that we can do in different settings that may not be, all settings. So before we tune out today, is there any one thing that I didn't ask you that you'd like to share with the listening audience?
I'm not sure. We could sit here for a long time.
Oh, we could. We definitely could.
Yeah.
My perspective is, yes, money is good. You need to eat. You need to pay your bills.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But this is a craft of love. So if
Yeah.
you're not going to do it from your heart, I don't think this is the job for you personally.
Yeah.
This is any type of educational space. If you're not teaching people because that's what you want to do,
Yeah.
just let somebody else do it that would love to do it.
Do it from your heart and not your pocket.
Not your pocket.
So I want to say this to you as well, sir.
Yeah.
Not only do we need great educators, but we also need great male educators. So thank you for being part of our field. Tell all your friends, all the guys you know that are looking for jobs, that are passionate about helping kids. We do need male educators in this field. And the other thing that sometimes people will say, which drives me insane, so I'm going to say it again, because people will say, yeah, children need male educators because sometimes at home they don't have a male role model. And to this I say, that could be true. But although maybe children have a great male role model at home, but can you have more than one? Can you have more than one great male role model in your life? You do not need to have a missing dad to need a great male role model. We have lots of great dads at our program. And guess what? Some of our kids' favorite teachers in our programs are our male teachers. I employ 7 male teachers in my programs.
And kids love.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And some of them are in pre-K. Some people, like, they're not all in school age. Some are in school age, some are in pre-K. And I feel like you guys bring something different to the table. There's just something different that happens when there's a male educator in the room. You don't have to be loud. There's something about your energy that you bring into the room. And also, as somebody who employs 42 employees, most of them women, man, when the guy is in the room, it's just so much better. There's not as much cattiness. I'm just listen.
Yeah.
We keep it very, very real on this podcast.
That come across this job right here.
Yeah.
They're very simple.
Yeah, they're very calm individuals. You break up some of that cattiness that can happen when you get a lot of ladies together. Yes, yes, yes. So thank you for being a male educator. Thank you for all of the years that you have put into the field. We really, absolutely. So those of you who are listening, we hope that you found some inspiration, some insight, some best practice that you can take back to your program. Now, guess what, guys? I'm sad to say, but this is my last episode hosting for now of Best Practices Unveiled. So hey, Annette will be back.
Hey,